I'm so looking forward to moving into our new house. I'm so grateful that you bought a new house for us to live in. Our whole family is going to be so happy living there.
Hold on a second, Lisa. What did you mean by our whole family?
I don't understand your question. Obviously, my parents are moving in with us. We don't need a huge house for just the two of us. The more the merrier, right? And it'd be great to have my parents around because they'll clean the house and cook for us. They can take care of you too, Ted, which means I have more time to myself.
I see. Although, I don't think that you've been taking care of me in the first place. I mean, I'm doing all the housework for the two of us now. This is the first time I'm hearing about us moving in with your parents. What's going on, Lisa? Do I have a say in this?
Well, they're my parents. Did I really need to ask you for your opinion?
I think you do, seeing as they'll be living under the same roof as us.
I'm sure that I mentioned it before, and you were okay with it. You might have fallen asleep mid-conversation, but I did tell you.
Well, if I'd fallen asleep, then that doesn't count. It's unfair of you to tell me these important things when I'm about to fall asleep.
Well, I didn't know that you were going to fall asleep mid-conversation. This isn't my fault.
I'm sorry, but your parents just can't live with us.
Why would you say such a thing? They're my parents.
I bought the house for the two of us. I wasn't planning on inviting your parents to live with us. I won't feel comfortable in my own home if your parents were living with us. Besides, we'll probably have children soon, so there's not enough room for your parents. You need to tell them that they can't live with us.
But I already told them that they could. I can't say no to them now.
Yes, you can. They're your parents. They'll understand.
You know what? I don't need to listen to you. It's my house, too, so stop telling me what to do.
But I'm paying for the house. Don't you think that I have a say?
I don't. Besides, I've already decided, so you won't be able to change my mind. You need to support my decision as my husband. If you don't, you'll regret it later, I'm sure.
Are you threatening me? You can't make such a big decision without me. How many times do I have to tell you that I bought the house for us and not your parents?
So you're not going to support my decision, then? You want to argue about this?
I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just being honest about my wishes. I can't live with your parents, and I won't. I do a lot of work from home, and if your parents were home too, I wouldn't be able to concentrate or work comfortably. Can't you see how this would be so hard for me?
Fine then, let's get divorced.
What? This is not something to get divorced over.
It is to me. My parents are very important. If you won't allow my parents to live with us, I'm leaving you. Is that what you want?
Of course it's not what I want. You're being very unreasonable by threatening me with divorce. And you just told me about your parents moving in with us. We should talk about this like two adults. I mean, I'm paying for the house, so it's technically my house. If you were considering asking your parents to move in with us, you should talk to me about it beforehand. Besides, the new house isn't designed for two families to live there.
I don't care how you put it. I'm divorcing you if you won't allow my parents to live with us, and that's a final decision.
What the hell, Lisa? So you're not even gonna try and talk things through with me then?
I already have the divorce papers ready.
Why in the world would you do that?
Well, I predicted that you'd react this way. I wanted to be prepared. You could have just said yes, and it wouldn't have come to this.
I don't understand why I'm being backed into a corner here. I didn't do anything wrong, yet I'm being punished. I think that you need to calm down. You're clearly threatening me with the idea of divorce. It's not fair.
If I don't get my way, I'm going to file the divorce papers. Do you not believe me when I say that I already have the papers ready? I can show them to you once you come home.
I don't want a divorce. I hear you loud and clear, but I still can't say yes to having your parents move in with us. You need to let your parents know that our plans have changed.
Why are you being so difficult?
I don't think that I'm the one being difficult here. I don't understand what you're trying to do. It doesn't make any sense for us to get divorced just because we can't come to an agreement for your parents. I know that you're busy in preparation for a move, but I don't want you to make any rash decisions.
You just don't get it, Ted.
You're being totally ridiculous. Do you hear yourself? I've been working hard and taking care of the house too. How come you come home late every night? We never see each other at home, and now you go and make this big decision without me? We're married. Shouldn't we be talking about this face to face instead of messaging each other like this?
I don't want to see your face. It's easier for me to message you. If you don't want me to leave you, you need to say yes to my parents moving in.
I'll think about it, but I don't think my answer is going to change. How come there's all this stuff being moved into our house which doesn't even belong to us? Did you send your parents' belongings to the new house without my permission?
I did. Is that a problem?
Why would you do such a thing, Lisa? You know that I don't approve of your parents moving in with us. Don't you care at all about my feelings?
I can say the same thing right back at you. You can't control me.
I'm not trying to control you!
This is my house too, and I have a say. Besides, my parents already arranged to move out of their current home, and they can't change their plans anymore. I'm okay with divorcing you if you don't want to live with my parents.
Have you ever considered that getting a divorce may not be so good for you after all? I defend that you can be so optimistic about everything.
I don't understand what you're trying to say. You can't stop my parents from moving in anymore, so just deal with it.
Just so you know, I'm going to do everything in my power to stop your parents from moving in with us. Have them move or send back all their stuff. You better do as I say.
Ted, where are you? Come help us move in. Are you going to make my father carry everything by himself? You can't complain even if I decide to file the divorce papers today.
Do what you want. I'm done talking to you. Have your parents go back to their old house. This isn't going to work out.
They've already moved out of their old house and they can't go back. How many times do I have to tell you that?
The house is mine and you and your family have no right to live there.
We're married, so the house is half mine. As your wife, I make all the important decisions here. If you're not going to listen to me, I really will file the divorce papers today.
Actually, I already did that for you, so the house is now mine.
What?
Now, will you and your family pack your things up and move out? You wanted to get divorced, so I did you a favor. But to be honest, I wasn't happy about our marriage either. I'm looking forward to starting my new life without you. I don't need to put up with all your whining and selfish behavior anymore.
Why did you file the divorce papers without telling me? You could have said something.
Did I really need to tell you? You were very eager to get divorced. I thought that you'd be overjoyed. We're divorced now, so you're not in the family anymore. I want you to get out of my house ASAP. I think that you should move out before I call the police on you.
Why would you call the police? You're not making any sense to me right now.
I did what you told me to. You should be grateful. You can thank me by moving out.
I didn't actually want a divorce. What I wanted was for us to live all under one roof with my parents. Can't believe that you actually filed the divorce papers. How could you?
I did what I had to do. You weren't ever going to listen to my needs. Like I said before, you should have told me beforehand about your parents moving in with us.
They're my parents. I thought that you would understand.
But I told you that I didn't feel comfortable living with your parents. Don't you care about my feelings at all? And I can't believe that you arranged to have your parents' stuff moved into our house without my permission. You never cared about my happiness. I now know that it was just a mistake getting married to you. I'm glad that you suggested that we get divorced. This is exactly what I needed.
I can't believe that you actually filed the divorce papers.
Oh, so you were bluffing then. Do you realize how selfish you are? You tried to threaten me to get your way. You're a terrible wife. I could do so much better. We're divorced now, so I don't have to put up with your crap anymore. Now will you please get out of my house?
Why are you suddenly turning on me? Don't we mean anything to you?
We're divorced, so we're strangers now. I don't want anything to do with you or your family anymore. To be honest, I never got along with your parents. Did you know that they would steal something from my house each time they visited us? You can't expect me to get along with thieves. I only put up with them because we were married, but not anymore. I want nothing to do with them.
I'm sorry that I threatened you. I feel bad for that. I never thought that you'd actually leave. I didn't want a divorce. How are we supposed to live if you kick us out?
How am I supposed to know? You're the one that asked for a divorce, so deal with it. I'm cutting all ties with you and your family. I suggest that you move out ASAP.
Why are you being so cold to me all of a sudden? Can't we try to resolve our issues and get back together? My parents already put their house up for sale. Can't we try to get along with each other? I know that we can work this out. I mean, we love each other, and that's all that counts, right?
You're the one that asked for a divorce, and I asked you if we could sit down and talk to each other many times, but you refused. It's too late to work out anything.
Look, I'm trying now. Can you give me a little credit here? What are you going to do with this house once we move out? Do you plan on living here all by yourself? Isn't this house too big for one person?
I decided to sell the house to my parents. They agreed to buy it, and the house now belongs to them.
What?
So you need to get out before my parents move in, which will be soon. I could call the police and you could get arrested for trespassing. I'll give you until tomorrow to leave, but if you don't, I'm calling the police. Now start gathering your things.
I never agreed to a divorce. You can't just kick me out like this.
You signed the divorce papers, which means that you agreed to the divorce.
But I've changed my mind. Doesn't that mean anything?
You know that there isn't anything that you can do about this.
We have no place to live. Aren't you concerned at all? We're going to be homeless because of you. Doesn't that make you feel bad?
Not at all. You should be grateful that I'm not asking you to pay me alimony because I could if I wanted to.
Why would I need to pay alimony to you in the first place?
I know that you were having an affair. Don't try to deny it. Why don't you and your parents move in with your lover? I'm sure that he'd be thrilled to have you.
I never had an affair. You have to believe me.
I know that you were going to ask your parents to move in with us and you were eventually going to divorce me and kick me out. You were going to have your parents take care of all the housework so that you could go out and spend time with your lover. I'm on to you, Lisa.
You have it all wrong.
I have all the evidence. So you don't need to make any excuses. I pity you, so I won't ask you to pay me alimony. Now leave the house before I call the police on you. That's the least of what you could do for me. Don't get in touch with me ever again. Have a nice life with your lousy parents and lover.
Lisa and her parents had no choice but to move out of the house. Luckily, they were able to move out before Ted called the police on them. They had no place to live and ended up living in the streets. Lisa asked for her lover's help, but he didn't want to live with her parents either. And he broke up with her soon after that. I guess she saw that one coming. Lisa continued to get in touch with Ted to try to get him to forgive her, but he never got back to her. Ted's parents moved into the new house, and Ted would visit them from time to time. Ted's much happier now that he's divorced and doesn't have to deal with Lisa's crazy parents.